Dreams. We all have them. That plane of existence that you believe is real, with extraordinary events occurring. But then, you wake up. That dream vanished like smoke. Ephemeral. You wish that you could go back into that nebulous dream.
Frederick, you said before that this whole world is all just a dream you're having, right? But if you're in your own dream, how can you be so completely positive that what's happening is only a dream? And if what you're experiencing in the dream is so realistic to you, how can you even tell what's actually the real world?
During his last hours of life, a man with musical talents unlike anyone else in the world had a dream. It was so extraordinary that he wanted to see it through to the end. He crossed the bridge between dreams and reality in this endless stream of music, Eternal Sonata. Eternal Sonata is a game by tri-Crescendo, and it came out for the Xbox 360 in 2007 and the PlayStation 3 in 2008. It takes place in a dream that the famous romantic pianist Frédéric Chopin has during his final hours of life. We follow a colorful cast of characters, including Chopin himself, as they make a journey to solve the world's issues. With beautifully composed music, a unique battle system, and an emotional story, you will see why I think this game is special. The main character in this story is Polka. She is a seller of flora powder from a small town called Tenuto. However, she is unable to sell it because of a new inexpensive medicine called mineral powder and her magical abilities. In this story, those who use magic are terminally ill. Even though it is not contagious, people have started a rumor that it is and do not want to go near her. Despite all this, she wants to do whatever she can before dying. One night, Chopin appears on a cliff near Tenuto. He says that this whole world is just his dream, but is genuinely curious about the world. Meeting Chopin inspires Polka to go out on a journey into the world, where she meets many new people and makes new friends, all of which are working toward a common goal. While the story may seem like something you would find in your average JRPG, it is actually a lot darker and presents topics like death and escapism. The story is relevant, and the characters are very relatable. The story is also beautifully written, and the English voice acting is very well done, especially for Chopin.
Everything in the world slowly fades with time. It is very difficult to remain still and keep things exactly as they are in just one particular moment. But because everything shifts only a little bit at a time, no one really notices the change.
There are also slideshow-like cutscenes talking about Frederick's life and music inspiration. However, a few complaints I have are some of the cutscenes are dragged out, and in the 360 version, some scenes are rushed, especially towards the end. The PS3 version has revised cutscenes and more story content. Eternal Sonata has a wide variety of music. The music fits the setting and situation very well. Sometimes the music is quite simple, consisting of only a few instruments, while other times there are many instruments, typical of what you would hear in a symphony. The composer of the game is Motoi Sakuraba, well known for Dark Souls, Tales of, and Golden Sun. Eternal Sonata's soundtrack, while has similar elements to Sakuraba's other works, is also completely different. There are also some Chopin works in the game. They are composed by Russian pianist Stanislav Bunin during the educational slideshow cutscenes that set the mood of the chapter that they are played in. While I am not a music enthusiast, I enjoyed listening to all the tracks in the game, and I felt that they set the tone perfectly. The main battle theme, Leap the Precipice, is one that I listen to often, and hearing it at the start of a battle really gets me pumped up. My favorite song, however, is Paroxysm of the Heart. It is a song played during some emotional moments, so arguably it is the game's main theme. With a name like Eternal Sonata, why wouldn't the soundtrack stand out? In Eternal Sonata, battles are turn-based, with strategy and action elements. For example, you have a time limit to traverse the battlefield and attack the enemy. When an enemy attacks you, you have the opportunity to guard as long as you are facing the enemy. One strategic element seemingly unique to the game is the use of light and dark. Special moves change whether it is light or dark, and so do enemies, allowing you to fight completely different enemies. After a battle ends, you earn experience points. Earn enough and you level up. Your battle stats become stronger. After a certain point in the game, you get echoes, one for every hit you deal to the enemy. More echoes means stronger special attacks. There are a lot of characters to use in battle with their own weapons and skills. Choose the right team that fits your needs. Some focus around offense while others focus on healing, and you'll win. Personally, I find the battle system fun and addicting. You can also use items to replenish your HP and remove status effects. Battles in the PS3 version are more difficult, so if you're new to JRPGs, then you should play the 360 version. There's also a minigame involving score pieces. You play one with a non-playable character and you get a reward, such as an item or armor if a performance sounds good. Going through the world is also simple, with most maps being very linear. However, some of the maps, especially dungeons, can be quite confusing, as there is not a map system in the game. Despite releasing in 2007, Eternal Sonata's graphics still hold up today. For the character models, a cel-shaded style is used, giving the characters more of an anime look. This style allows for more expressiveness, which is great for an emotional game like this. I also like how the weapons look like instruments, and I think the 1800s European style outfits look amazing. It fits the style and setting of the game perfectly. The developers did an amazing job at converting the 2D concept art to 3D models. Everything is always in motion, from a change of expression to a slight breeze in a cutscene. It makes the world feel more alive. The animations overall are fairly good, but they do show their age, especially in battles and moving through the world. But the animations have an organic feel to them in cutscenes due to the usage of motion capture. However, the game shows its budget the most with its graphics. While everything looks colorful and aesthetically pleasing, you can easily tell that some of the models and animations are reused, especially with non-playable characters and enemies. Still, this is one of the best looking games out there. Eternal Sonata is peculiar, taking place in a dream during the final hours of Frédéric Chopin's life. However, this game is relevant, especially with the themes that the story presents. Everything is beautiful, emotional, and simply a work of art. If you are a fan of JRPG's music or story-driven games in general, then I cannot recommend this game enough. I adore this game, and I feel that more people need to experience it. There is no other game like this, and it makes me upset that not many people talk about it. This game is an extraordinary dream that should never be forgotten. Thank you all for watching.